Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 17, Hands Upon a Nightmare. Last episode, Chloe unleashed the device, and she made what's her name again, NAENIA, like corporeal, and then it was also revealed that it was Jean-Jacques that was actually the beast of Gévaudan. So it's like I don't know. I feel like Chloe did this so that she can kill NAENIA, but I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to do it or not. So I'm excited about this episode. And before we get into it, if you guys are my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay, I went through a few scenes. I went through a few scenes in this episode because I'm so confused, especially with the last scene with Jeanne, because when they started it, there was this woman who looked like she had blue hair floating in something and whatnot. So I'm thinking, okay, the only woman in this show currently that I know is Chloe, but Chloe has short hair. So I was a little confused. And then as I kept watching it, and then they went through basically to the backstory, and then they mentioned the girl Shannon. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is Shannon's backstory. Now, during the backstory, apparently her parents found her. I don't know where she came from, but they found her. They sort of like adopted her. And I believe in the previous episode, they said that the parents were Ruthven's students or something or other like that. So she basically also sort of like became his student as well. But then the parents, she was like saying bye to the parents, and then I see you soon or something or other like that. And then the next thing you see is their parents' head on a spike, like burning and everything. And then you hear the voice say that they betrayed the vampires and caused the death of a whole bunch of vampires and whatnot, and that's why they were killed or something. That's how I understood that scene. But then later on, Jeanne was like, it's because she failed to kill Chloe that they took her parents or something. And I'm like, how the heck? The sequence of events doesn't make any sense to me. What she said was basically that because she failed to kill Chloe, that's why her parents were killed. But she looked way younger in the scene where her parents were saying goodbye or whatever. And then she was way older when she tried to kill Chloe. So what did they kill her parents after she failed to kill Chloe? Like, I'm so confused about that part of the backstory or whatnot. And it's because of, well, they said this, like the way I understood it, because her parents betrayed the vampires or whatnot, that's why they made her a bourreau, because so that she can atone for her parents' sins or something or other like that. And if that's the case, then that means that her parents died before she came a bourreau. So why is she now saying that because she failed, they killed her parents? I'm like, I'm so confused about that. And then it seems like after she failed to kill Chloe, she was like laying in a bed somewhere in a cottage or someplace or other, and then you see NAENIA hovering on top of her, right? And then the very next scene, Ruthven is there. You see clearly, after rewatching the scene, it seems like he has been her and done what he does, you know, to get you to swear to do something for him or something or other like that. It seems like he did that to her in that particular moment. And then he was telling her that you're going to go into a long slumber and then wake up after the war has ended and then there's peace or something or other like that. So is the oath her going into a slumber, or is it just like, okay, now you're gonna go into a slumber, and then when you wake up, sooner or later you're gonna fulfill the oath that you made to me, or something or other? Like I'm so confused. And then when they said that her parents betrayed the vampires, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay, now going back to the NAENIA thing, Chloe made her corporeal, and then she was choking her, trying to kill her. And then she was like, okay, you are surprisingly hard to kill. I'm like, okay. I was wondering whether they were going to be able to kill this episode, and clearly not. And Vanitas says like, no, don't do it, or something or other like that. Don't make her remember who she is. And I'm like, okay, who is she? Clearly you know something. Who is she? And then she started screaming, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And then there was this big explosion. And then you see all these vampires, these snapshots of all these vampires. As I was watching it, I had to pause in a particular moment. There was a particular moment before she exploded, when she was saying it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. There was this they sort of like zoomed in on one eye of NAENIA into the blackness, and then there was this shot of these three people in shadow. Clearly the one in the middle is, at least to me, is super clear. Even though they don't show their faces, it's super clear that the one in the middle is Ruven. There was seems like a woman on the left that I feel like is Veronica, because they showed her in this episode as well, very long hair and whatnot. And then there was, I don't know if it was two people or just one person, but holding something. I don't know, on the right. I don't know who that person is, but they showed that first, and then they started cycling through basically the vampires that were feeling NAENIA's, like the queen's presence or something or other like that. They showed Ruven, they showed Veronica, and then there was a shot of this sort of like suit. So I'm asking myself, okay, is there a vampire in the suit? And that vampire that's in the suit is feeling something. You know, when I saw that, my mind went to that doctor that was experimenting on Vanitas, you know, and number 71 and all those things, that wanted to be a vampire. That's who my thought went to. I'm not saying that it was him there, but then I also thought about what was his name again? Marcus Machina, that sent basically the dance after Chloe and her machine, you know, that wanted Vanitas to also go as well. So my mind went to him as well, because I feel like the name is Marcus Machina, so he must be some kind of machine or something or other. Like, I don't know, but that's who my mind went to. And I think they also showed, they also showed someone that sort of like had this short blue hair, like light blue hair. And I was like, who is that? And then I'm like, okay, is it Jean-Jacques? But Jean-Jacques has black hair, right? I'll have to double check, but I feel like he has black hair, or he's currently in his wolf form or whatever. So it's clearly not him. So who's that light blue hair guy? And then I also thought about number 71 as well, because he also has sort of a light blue-ish color hair when they showed him in those flashes when he was sort of like younger or whatnot. So I don't know. There were those two people that they showed in succession that I'm like, who are you? You know? So they were like, and then they also showed Lucas' brother. They actually showed us his face. We didn't see his face before. Like, we will see him in a shot, not like his silhouette or something or other like that, but they never actually showed us his face. And he was also talking. He was telling Lucas something about they tried to destroy her body, but I guess there are some leftovers or something or other like that. And then he referenced NAENIA as the queen. So clearly Ruven also knows as well. That's why when Vanitas asked the question, okay, can I see your queen or something or other, he got upset. So clearly, the people that are around the queen's circle knows what's going on with her. And so now I'm like, okay. NAENIA has been trying to, like, she's been collecting names. She's been corrupting the vampires' true names. So why not? Turns out that how's my hair? Turns out that NAENIA is the queen, who also has a malnomen called the Death something or other, Death's Keeper. NAENIA, the Death's Keeper, is her malnomen. And malnomen, this is not the malnomen thingy caused by you being cursed, you being a curse bearer, and then you develop this malnomen that's called something, and then Vanitas has to, heal you or get rid of the malnomen and whatnot. So that means the queen was the queen previously, like she was the queen, and then she got cursed and developed this malnomen that's now called NAENIA. So how did the queen get cursed? Oh, could it be by the vampire of the blue moon? I mean, when they started the show, that was the law, right? That the vampire of the blue moon decided that he was gonna curse every crimson moon vampire or something or other like that. So is he the one that cursed the queen? And maybe the NAENIA, who's now the malnomen, her thing is now to collect all the other, is to collect what am I smart? Corrupt. Is to corrupt all other vampires. Like, if you corrupt the queen, who every vampire basically can't do anything against, like they are, when she's there, when you insult her, they get angry. Like, you can't do anything against her. Like when she took her form, her queenship form or whatnot, and Chloe was like, it's like my body can't do anything against her. So she has this power over all the vampires, basically. So if you corrupt her, and then she goes around corrupting the other vampires, then she's basically sooner or later gonna corrupt everybody, right? I don't know, because I'm like, she has to be cursed from someplace. Her curse has to come from someplace or other, I don't know. So yeah, I need more information about her. And then the Jean scene as well is like, I need more explanation on that, because it's not clear to me, the sequence of events and whatnot. And then Roland shows up. I was saying, when they first were doing the Gévaudan thing, everybody was getting to Gévaudan, and I'm like, oh, is Roland gonna, there was that one episode where I'm like, oh, is Roland also gonna show up? And then that's when that stuff showed up, and I'm like, ugh. But then he actually did show up. He showed up with Olivier and other chasseurs, and now they're like, he went straight to Vanitas and Noé, and basically asked them, okay, how can I help you guys to resolve this more peacefully? And they were like, at first they were confused as to why he wanted to help them. It's like, we are friends now and whatnot. And that cute interaction between him and Noé, like, I absolutely loved it. And then so Vanitas told Roland to basically keep the people in Gévaudan safe, because that's one thing that defines Chloe. That her father told her, as she revealed this episode, that the people in her kingdom basically she's supposed to protect them, That's her duty. So she has taken that so personally that if anything happens to them because of her, she's gonna be like destroyed, So that's what Vanitas was telling Roland, to keep those people safe, not to let anyone get hurt or injured. Because, and then him and Norway were gonna try to, release this curse, you know, from her. But if they actually heal her, but then her people are hurt or die, no, no, it's not gonna be good for her. They're not gonna be able to save her soul. I think that's what Vanita said. So it's like, you guys keep her safe, keep those people safe, and then we're gonna, deal with Chloe, I guess, and Shonshak as well, because I want those two to be okay at the end of this. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. And then there was the one scene where Vanitas was falling. Noe jumps after him. And then there was this sort of like goat looking face person thingy sitting in a chair asking Noe like why he's trying to save Vanitas. He's not gonna save him. He's too late for him or something or other like that he should join them. I'm like, what the heck is that? Who the heck is that? What the heck is he saying? And like Noe joined them for what? I'm so confused. There were so many things happening in this episode that I'm like, confusion. I also love that scene where clearly Vanitas knew about the queen, or he had a suspicion about the queen, but he wasn't 100% sure until this particular episode. And Noe was upset with him. He hair-butted him. He was like, why did you tell me about NAENIA and about Chloe? Because he also said what Chloe's malnomen was doing. It's like he was protecting. Like, after NAENIA took the queenship form and Chloe couldn't do anything against her, the queen basically forcefully activated Chloe's malnomen, I guess, and then he started just like destroying things around, and that's why Vanitas was like, if they don't stop her, she's gonna just basically like envelop the whole of Chifutan and everybody's gonna die or something or other like that. So Noe was upset with him because he didn't share that those information. So studied proper English. I don't know. He didn't share the information with him, so he was upset. And Vanitas was like, do you like, even if I told you, you wouldn't have believed me because it's your queen. If I told you that your queen was this curse bearer, was NAENIA, you're not gonna believe me, and why not? And do you know how many vampires have tried to kill me or something or other like that? And then he headbutted him again. He's like, I believe you. I'm like, oh, these two, man. And then Vanita started kicking him. Oh, I love these two. Yeah, so yeah, this episode was exciting, just because, like, Roland. But then it was also confusing, man, because I'm like, there was an answer, or there are answers, but there was also confusion. So I'm like, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can just go by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini, and you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Yeah, look at me, born cause you keep it fancy. Louis and Flossy cooking in the kitchen. Recipe, man, I'm